Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today, I sat down with B, who is 29 years old, and she is a women's-only personal trainer, and she runs her personal training business and group fit classes out of her garage. We dive into what that looks like, and we also dive into motherhood. Who knew motherhood could be so hard? Make sure you listen to the entire episode to get the full scoop. Do you want to get a free sticker? Go by Maximus today to pick up all of your proteins, creatines, and greens, and the pre-workouts. And be sure to tell them at the checkout that you heard this ad on Everything in the Gym podcast and get a free sticker at checkout. Hello. Welcome back to Everything and the Gym podcast. My name is Shelbi. I am your host. Today, I have another lovely guest for you guys. She is a mom. She owns her own little home gym and so much more. But before I tell you who that is, we have to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Maximus Nutrition, CRC Roofing, Training from the Ground Up, and Orange Theory Fitness. Who are you?
Hi, my name is Biurika. And I am a stay-at-home mom and a women's personal trainer, both in person and online. And I train out of my home garage gym.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Me too.
Ooh.
Do you feel ready to be 30?
Oh, no.
No?
No. I told myself as soon as I turned 20, I had just turned 29 in May. I was like, I have a bucket. Well, I haven't. The bucket list is not done, but my first one was to run a 5K because I've never run a 5K. And I was like, I want to do like just different things before I turn 30 and then from there try to see what else I have. But no, I'm not ready to turn 30.
I have heard that 30s are like the golden years
I've heard
for
that
women.
too. So I'm like, well, hopefully. Yes.
I turn 30 next Tuesday, which by the time this episode comes out, I'll already be 30.
I'm 30.
But
yeah, I hear that too, though. So hopefully
there's a lot of good things happening.
I hope so too.
Okay, before we dive into what you are now, what was growing up like for you?
I had a great childhood. So only my closest like family and friends know this, but I was adopted at 5 by my aunt and uncle, and I had the best childhood. So like that part of like where I guess most people would struggle with being adopted, I didn't really struggle because I had the best childhood.
Yeah.
So just did all things in high school. I participated in almost like every sport. Was a cheerleader. I was a drum major. I'm a very big band nerd. And I did volleyball. I did track. I did all things. So like I had the best childhood. A very supportive family. I grew up in church as well. So just like really big on my faith. And so I guess all of that kind of outweighed it as far as like struggling being adopted, I guess, that most people would. But I had the best childhood. As a little girl, I was always outside. I was making mud pies. I was singing outside and always outside with my friends at the park. The kind of era where I feel like, social media wasn't there either.
What a dream.
So my best friend literally lived down the street. Like I would go and meet me halfway, like kind of just I had the best childhood, honestly. So
do you think having a childhood that you really liked, does that help you with mom life?
Yes, because I also want my son to have like the best childhood too. So kind of like I know what to do, I guess. So yeah.
Did you have siblings or were you an only?
Yes, I was the only child, but I did have close cousins who were like my brothers and sisters too.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. So great childhood, right? What happens after you graduate high school? Like, what is that path for you?
So graduated high school. I moved here to San Angelo for Angelo State. At the time, I was just going through a lot at home. And so my first year at Angelo State was not the best. I'm not going to lie, I almost got kicked out.
Oh, State, were you wild?
No, I was not wild, but I was also having to work full time.
Okay.
So my mind was the struggle that I was going through, like family-wise. And then just working full time, trying to balance it out. Like I had to pay all my bills. Like, I had too much responsibilities. I moved out of my house 2 weeks after high school graduation.
Ooh.
So everything just came piling up on me. And of course I had the support from my family, but I wanted to learn on my own. I wanted to do everything by myself. And then I finally said, look, like you have to get it together or you're not going to graduate. And that was like one of my biggest goals was to graduate from Angelo State. And so I finally just kicked it in gear. And after that, I made Dean's List every single year. So, but during the time, like when you're working full time and then full time student, like it's kind of hard to focus on your fitness goals because you just don't have the time, honestly. I mean, I did, but I was also just trying to make sure I didn't get kicked out of ASU again. So I was not in the best shape. Honestly, I wasn't. But that's when I was very, very brand new to lifting. Like I was working out for me was just running like every day. Lifting honestly didn't come into play until maybe after I graduated from Angelo State. I mean, I got introduced to it in high school because I did powerlifting. So that's where I was like, I love the lifting. But like, again, when I was a college student, like it just, my nutrition wasn't there. Of course, I was going out every weekend too, eating whatever I wanted to. Fast food at the time was what I could do since I was working full time, studying full time. And then finally I was like, I just don't like how I look. Like I need to get it together. I need to get my nutrition in checked. And I graduated 2020.
What did you graduate with?
Health and science professions. Yes. Graduated in 2020 during COVID.
Oh.
So obviously could not go to the gym.
Yeah.
All my workouts were at home pretty much. And I was kind of sharing my journey of working out at home, like through Instagram mostly. And I was making changes because, with a pair of dumbbells, you can literally do everything, I feel like. So got my nutrition in check, just researched like your macros, learning where to get your protein, carbs, fats from. And from there, I had family and friends reach out to me and wanting like my advice as well, like workouts, like, hey, what workouts can I do at home as well? Because none of us can go to the gym. And from there, like, I think that's kind of where I was like, I love what I'm doing right now. Like, I love showing my workouts, showing what I'm eating. I love that others are asking me for help. I love, helping them and seeing them make changes as well. And at the time we were in San Angelo. After I graduated, we moved to San Antonio.
Were you with your husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
My husband and I got married in 2020 as well, during the fall of COVID.
Were you, not gym related, but were you able to have a wedding?
I was. So it was in October, late fall 2020. It was in Cristobal Vineyards. Okay. So I think since it was an outdoor wedding, it was better. I honestly didn't expect for a lot of people to show, and we had too much people. Oh. So it was a good turnout. But yeah, I was surprised that we were still able to go through with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man. Okay. So you moved to San Antonio.
Yes. After we got married and after I graduated, moved to San Antonio for my husband's job. Over there, I grew tremendously as a personal trainer. At first with my degree, I was providing lab services for a doctor in San Antonio. Best time of my life too. Like it was crazy. Made a lot of good like coworker best friends and stuff like that. But I was also doing personal training after that, like while I was providing lab services.
Getting certified.
Yeah. Like at the time, it was just like a side hobby. And then I started working at a woman's gym there too, while I was doing clinic, and I was getting busy with clients. So at the time I was like, I think I want to quit my actual full-time job and follow this. And I did it.
Was it scary?
It was so scary. I was like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, like, especially with finances and stuff like that. But no, I did it, and I pushed and busy all day with clients. And it was amazing. Like it was an all women's gym too. And I think that's kind of where I got the idea from here at home. So we moved back after finding out that I was pregnant. San Antonio is not the ideal place to raise a kid. I was always stressed out myself there too. Like, I feel like I could not go anywhere without someone shooting at someone or, you know, just stuff like that. And I just didn't want my son to be raised in a place like that too, with like the school shootings. And not saying that it can't happen anywhere else, but in a big city like that, it's just like I probably would not be able to not be driving around if my son is in a school there. I'd probably be driving around the school making sure.
Patrol.
And so I just wanted to provide better for my son. So we moved back. And my husband also graduated from ASU. So that's where we met. So Angela has always been our home. So moved back, had my son at the fall of 2023. So almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
Can we, before we move further into that, I feel like the answer is yes to this. Were you working out while you were pregnant?
Oh, yes. I worked out the entire time, worked out the day that I went into labor.
What were some of the things you were doing while you were pregnant?
So I pretty much kept it all the same, but I was not hitting PRs, obviously. Like, that was not my goal. My goal was just to stay active, make sure that I would not go and get, what is it, the gastro, what is it for women who may get diabetes while they're pregnant? I forgot the word. My goal was not to get that, obviously. And so I did a lot of pelvic floor therapy too, like opening of the hips, like especially my third trimester. My third trimester, I really could not lift like every single day. Like, I was tired. But I did walk a lot every single day, like almost 3 miles every single day. But basic lifting, I did not do a lot of like barbell work, maybe just like deadlift and squat. I mean, that's all I guess you can really do, but kept it simple, just dumbbell work, of course, walking, and a lot of core therapy too, even while I was pregnant, just focusing on keeping my core tight as much as I could. And that my entire pregnancy I worked out.
Were you running?
No, I was not running yet. I was scared to run.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel comfortable doing that.
Okay, so because you were working out, was your labor easier?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my labor, I went in at 10 o'clock at night, almost 11, and I had my son by 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And I had him in less than 10 minutes, pushed him out in like 3 pushes.
Was your recovery and bounce back fairly good?
I'm not going to lie. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I stayed active the entire time.
Yeah.
And my goal wasn't to like work out to bounce back. I just wanted to work out so I could have an easy labor and delivery. Because that was my biggest fear. Like, when I was pregnant, I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. Like, I was thinking the worst thing as far as like labor and delivery. So that's why I was working out. I wasn't really working out to, hopefully I bounce back in a week or two. That kind of just like, it happened. And I was like, oh, like this actually played really well for me that I worked out the entire time.
Yeah.
And I actually like myself now, like physically, than before pregnancy, which is crazy.
I feel I could say the same.
Yeah.
I wasn't working out before I had my daughter, but something in your mind just like switches. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did not believe that until I had my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Ben's Aruba in better shape than your roof? Be sure to go check him out on all social medias through Ben's Aruba or CRC Roofing. And while you're at it, call them for all of your roofing needs and all of your home renovations, because they do both. Do you want to get a free sticker? Go by Maximus today to pick up all of your proteins, creatines, and greens and the pre-workout. And be sure to tell them at the checkout that you heard this ad on Everything in the Gym podcast and get a free sticker at checkout. Okay. So pregnancy, we have baby. What happens after baby?
I struggled a lot mentally with postpartum depression, of course. It was new to me. I was always used to being on the go. So that's something, like one of your questions was, what's something that you struggle with? And me is being still, slowing down. That's like the biggest thing that I struggle with. I don't want to get emotional. Give me a sec.
Absolutely.
So I did struggle with like postpartum depression a lot. I feel like that's something that not a lot of people know about me. It was just like a big change for me of like figuring out like, okay, now my entire world is based off of this little human, you know? And like I said, I was just so used to doing my thing, like working out and having the entire time to myself. And I mean, I feel like I've healed, but I guess I haven't.
Yeah. It changes your whole day-to-day life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's amazing, like the best thing that's happened to me. But I think I'm still trying to figure that out, you know?
Yeah. He's 2?
Yeah, he's about 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first year of motherhood was just trying to figure it out.
People don't talk about that a whole lot either. And even like people will tell you, oh, it's tricky. But until you're in it, you don't understand what they mean by that. Yeah.
So, I mean, physically, like, yes, I did bounce back. But mentally, I had to really, I had to really get connected with God as well. Ask him to just kind of help me out, like, give myself the grace of just, like, how do I explain this? Just to make it through motherhood, at least the first year. I don't know. I just felt like I was struggling a lot mentally. Like, it's just a new identity, too. And, I mean, at the time, I had stopped working, really, like, an actual job to provide for, or to be there for my son. So it was tough. Yeah. But I'm slowly getting better at it. I think that's where fitness plays, like, a huge role for me.
Do you think it's something that you still struggle with, like trying to find that identity?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when I'll actually feel like I have it.
Oh,
like,
do you want a slightly seasoned answer to that?
Yes.
My daughter is 7, and I will say that I am finally in like an area, like she just turned 7. I'd say like over this last year, I finally was like, oh, this is who I want to be. It takes so much searching and digging and still trying to keep a human alive and entertained and loved and
make sure that you're, staying alive too, I guess.
Yeah.
Like just,
Yeah.
It's tough.
It gets better.
Thank you.
It just gets
it's
challenging
better,
in different ways.
But when I think about it, I'm like, I struggled so much and no one really knew.
Yeah.
Not that I wanted people to know. I just wanted to deal with it on my own. And my husband saw all the raw stuff, like me like crying to like every single day and trying to raise my son at the same time. Like he was the only one that saw that part of me.
Did it ever feel like you like what did it ever feel like you I don't want to say couldn't, but did it ever feel like it was hard for you to like share that you were struggling like with others?
Not really.
No.
Because at the same time, I want to be realistic. Like, I don't want, like, them to think that I have it all together, because I don't.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, it doesn't seem that you struggled. I'm like, I did, though. Like, I just don't really talk about it unless, like, someone asks. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, if you are a mom and you are struggling at any phase, please reach out to one of us. We would love to help you.
Yes. And that's exactly why I feel like I had to struggle so that I could help other moms too. So that's where my personal training comes into play too. It's like, not only do I want to help, women stay active, but if you're a mom who's struggling to find a way to be active, like, hey, I can't work out because I have my 2, bring them to my house. Like, I will still help you work out, kind of. And that's why, like, I wanted to start for my garage gym. I guess. It's just to also help moms who are struggling to work out, who have kids and don't want to take them to daycare, don't have anyone to help them. I'm like, just bring them. Like, I'll watch him while I still watch you do what you need to do, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, what was it like to lift your garage gym up and in the works?
It was, so I had it in San Antonio, but not as good as I have it here. It was amazing though. I think having a husband who's supportive, of course, of not him having his own garage to put his stuff in and is willing to be like, yeah, this is your space, do what you need to do with it, go off. And I think that also helps of just having that support system. But I absolutely love it. It's my own little domain. Seeing like what I've started so far has been crazy too. Like obviously my goal is to not always be in my garage gym. Like I do want to have my own space one day. And I think that's something else that I'm kind of like struggling with, is kind of like being patient in that aspect of just, I don't have to have 10 clientele every single day, all day, or be as busy as I was in San Antonio. It's different. But I think I'm slowly learning the process of it, of just, how women are coming in slowly, and I'm getting to meet with them personally, learning about their lives. And, when I do have like a full class or something, I look at it and I'm like, wow, I'm actually like doing something. So it's been really great. I love it.
So do you offer like one-on-one training and classes?
Yes. So I do both. I do in-person training, classes, and I also do online training.
Okay. Do you help write like workout plans? Do you help with nutrition?
Yeah, so I do the workout plans. Everything's personalized for the girls. I mean, because everyone's absolutely different, especially if someone's a mom, someone's not a mom, someone's older, someone who has lifted previously, someone who has never lifted a day in their life. So that's kind of where I personalize the program. And then I give them a lot of macro guidance, calculate their macros. Hey, this is where you should be getting your protein, carbs, fats from. And a lot of it's just basic stuff, because the main problem that I've seen so far in my clients is most women don't eat enough. So I just want them to eat. So that's where the nutritional part comes in. I'm like, it's okay to eat. Like, you need to eat if you're going to be lifting.
Such a mind trip for
unless
women.
You're in a calorie deficit and you completely like want to lose dramatic, weight. That's different. But some girls want to come to me because they want to look strong, build more muscle. I'm like, well, we have to eat.
Yeah.
What was your breakfast slice? And like, well, coffee and a waffle. I'm like, well, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
Okay, what can people expect when they come to you for the first time? Like as coming to you for you to be their trainer, what can people expect, like their first initial session with you?
It's not going to be difficult because I don't want to scare people away, obviously. So like when I have consultations and I have ladies come in, we do like a test run. And it's just basic moves first, like your deadlift, your RDL, your squat. I don't introduce them to the barbell until I feel comfortable doing it with a dumbbell first. Make sure that their form is correct, and then we move up to the barbell. Basic shoulder press, your back rows. And yeah, it's just a lot of basic moves first, building that stability before I show them how to start lifting heavier and stuff like that.
Okay, how long have you had your in-home business?
My in-home business, actually just a full year this June. Yes.
So what is one moment that has been the most rewarding?
Seeing how much I've grown. Just seeing like the amount, not that I have a crazy amount of clientele right now. That's something, like I said, I'm struggling with, of like, hey, it's not all going to happen overnight. But the girls that I do have, I'm like, yes, like this has been the most proudest moment for me in the garage gym. And them coming back, I'm like, if they're coming back, it's because they love it. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How do you manage the mental load of being a mom, staying fit yourself, and running your own in-home gym?
It's still a work in progress, obviously. But every day I think I honestly don't know how I do it sometimes.
I feel that. I get asked
Like
all the time.
yesterday was a tough day. Like my toddler didn't take a nap. And I mean, if they don't nap, it's a long day. But I think, like, again, the support from my husband, like if he was not there, like I probably would not be able to do half the stuff that I do right now. He's the one who takes care of my son when I do have clients, because with his work schedule, he gets out early from work, thank God. So I'm able to do what I need to do in the evening with clients and stuff like that. So him helping me also helps me out a lot too. And then just staying rooted in my faith as well. Like, I don't want to view motherhood as like a job. I want it to be like I'm working. I'm not sure if you've seen that saying of like, I cannot think of it. Doing kingdom work through motherhood. Like that's how I try to view it. Like, of course, it's going to be difficult and it's mental taxing too, but they're not that little forever too. So I try my best to enjoy. I literally have a bracelet that says, I'm not sure, be here, mom. So I'm like, I'm trying to be present with my son, and then my clients and stuff, business part is I'll tackle that along as much as I can, but the support system I have and then just being rooted in my faith is what keeps me going, honestly.
Okay, what does your own personal fitness journey look like right now?
Right now, I would say I'm not building or I'm not really cutting. I'm doing what feels best for my body. I just want to feel strong. Like I guess right now I'm at a maintaining phase. And when it comes to nutrition, like I'm pretty good at being consistent with my meals, pretty like disciplined when it comes to meals. I don't really how to explain? I enjoy eating well. It's gotten to that point where if I don't eat good, like I feel bad. So I think right now I'm just doing what feels best for my body. I mean, of course, lifting is what feels best for me. If I maybe go 2 days without lifting, I'm like, this is not it for me. Like I cannot do it. My mood goes down. My motherhood goes down. Everything goes down if I don't lift. But yeah, just doing what feels best right now. And I guess maybe during the fall, I'll start building again.
You're also running still.
Yes. So I actually took a little break because I just did my 5K Saturday, and I was running almost every single day to prepare for that because it was my first one.
Yeah.
So just taking a little break from that because I didn't think running could be so. It took a huge toll on my body. Like I probably wasn't recovering that great either, and so I just needed to take a little break before I start running again because I do want to do another one.
Yeah.
I loved it. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love to ask this question. How much protein do you eat a day?
I'm shooting for at least 130.
Okay.
Because again, I'm not building, but I want to be eating enough to maintain. Like I said, I want to look strong. So I at least want to be meeting my protein goal every single day. But yeah, I'm shooting for about 130 right now.
What are you supplementing any of your protein with shakes or protein bars, or are you straight protein?
I do. If like at the end of the day, I'm like, I did not eat enough from like the whole foods and, stuff like that, then I'll try. But for the most part, I don't really do supplement with shakes or bars unless it's needed.
Yeah.
Like if I don't have beef jerky in front of me or something, I'm like, okay, well then I'll do a bar or something. Yeah.
Is beef jerky a staple?
It is a staple. Love it. Beef jerky. But for the most part, I try to grab it from Whole Foods.
Yeah. Okay. What does sleep look like for you?
Lately, sleep has not been the greatest because my son is going to bed at almost 10 p.m. every single night. So when he goes down, I'm like, oh, well, I finally have time to just do really whatever I want to do, like my skincare routine or read or just something. And by the time I know, it's already 12.
Yeah.
So it's not the greatest right now. I'm trying to be better. I literally just bought sleepy tea like 2 days ago. So that way, as soon as he goes down, I'm like, I'm going to sip on my sleepy tea and try to go to bed.
What time do you wake up?
That depends too on my toddler. He wakes up different times I try to wake up before he does so that I can have that time to get ready myself, read, do whatever I want, but right now it changes. Try to be up at least by 7 because anything past 7 I can't do it really either, unless like I just didn't rest the night before and maybe past 7, but for the most part, I mean, I'll try to wake up at 6, but sometimes I feel like as soon as I open my eyes, so does he.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what time do I get up? 3? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. It's so funny because everybody's like, your daughter wakes up so early. Crossy wakes up anywhere between 6:30 and 7:30 every single morning. Like, I don't think she's ever slept till 9 a.m.
Really?
And I'm like, please.
My son
sleep.
did yesterday. This is the problem, though, is that he woke up at 9 a.m., I think yesterday morning, but he didn't nap.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's going to bed at like 10.
Yeah.
So by like noon, I'm like, I have no activities to do with you anymore, but we're just going to keep pushing.
Yeah. Okay. If you had a billboard outside of your gym that was a message to all women walking by, what would it say?
Oh my goodness. That's a tough question.
Something that screams, you.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Can I get back to you?
You can get back. Yeah.
Sorry. Let me think about it.
We'll throw it in at the end.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add into this first portion?
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, you guys. We are going to cut off at this first segment to get into our deck of cards. But first, we have to hear a word from our sponsors. Okay. We are going to get into a deck of cards. All right, and so how this works is you'll pull the blue card, and then we both answer, and then I'll pull a pink, and then we'll do green, and then we'll do as many cards as we can in 30 minutes.
Got it.
All right, you guys, we are back for a deck of cards, which is sponsored by Training from the Ground Up. Blue card.
What is your current state of mind? I would say I am at peace. I mean, of course, like I told you, I've struggled with stuff, but I feel good mentally still.
That's good.
I mean, it's gotten a lot for me to get there, but I will say I feel good mentally. Thank God. What about you?
So I was telling you before this, I just got back from vacation.
Yes.
And I feel like going away on vacation always kind of brings like a reset back. I came back with fresh ideas, things that I can't speak about on here yet. But just fresh ideas on some of like the trajectory that I would like to go on. And so there's some like anxiousness behind it. There's lots of excitement, lots of, okay, which ducks do I need to have in a row? And so, yeah, very much current state of mind is overall good, just a lot of emotions behind it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Do you take creatine or any other supplements to assist in muscle growth?
I do take creatine. I have a bad habit of forgetting sometimes, but creatine is what I take. And then again, I'll supplement with protein if I didn't get enough from my Whole Foods. But right now, I'm just taking creatine. Yeah.
Are you taking any like multivitamins?
Oh, yes. Multivitamins, like my greens in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I take creatine and Maximus. I am an athlete through them, so I've been getting to play around with different things. And so I've done BCAs and electrolytes.
Yes, me too. I forgot those.
And then I recently started taking greens again, and we're doing probiotics and vitamins and
all the good stuff.
Yeah. All right, green card.
Have you ever prank called someone in high school? Have you?
Oh, yes. It's back like when you had like the flip phones.
Yes,
and
I miss those times.
Yeah, star 67.
Yeah, star 67.
Yeah.
Hang up as soon as they answer.
Yeah. Oh, to be a kid again.
I know.
What is your idea of perfect happiness?
Oh my gosh. I think having everything that you need, like with everything going on right now, I feel like perfect happiness is just having your home, having your family, and just like the good times that you share with your family. Just little things that I think we take for granted that we don't realize that some people don't have. So I think that that's my idea of perfect happiness is just what you have right now is most people don't have. So just being appreciative of what you have.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've answered this question, and this answer changes for me so frequently. A part of me still feels like perfect happiness, you know, like you hit these moments in life and you're like, oh, this is like a great moment. This is like the feeling that I want to feel forever, which you can't feel that perfect happiness feeling forever, but it's like you and your family do something for the first time and everybody's like excited and happy and it's like, oh, this is it.
Yes.
Or
reaching a new goal
or something where like sometimes I record episodes in here and I'm like, oh, that was fulfillment. Like, that fulfilled so many cups for me. And so hitting that also feels like perfect happiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Pink.
Pink. Do you do barbell squats? Yes, I do. I'm not as strong as I used to be, like before baby. But I feel like I don't do them as often as before baby. But I still do them. But I'm not as strong as them anymore. Yeah. Just because I don't practice them on the daily, I feel like.
Do you like them?
I do like them.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know, I just don't do them as often as I need to be doing, says a personal trainer. I think I've done other form of barbell squats. I mean, like the front squats, obviously. I like to just focus like on deadlift to Bulgarian split squats, but different form of squats, but not just barbell squats. But I do them, not as often as I need to be doing them.
Everybody knows my answer to this. I don't like barbell squats. I know that they are great for overall leg growth, but something about loading up the bar on the back. I don't know. Yep. It's never been my favorite, although Sunday I did them for the first time in like over a year.
You were super sore the next day.
Oh yeah, my inner thighs. I was like, yep, I did squats today.
Exactly.
Yeah. So maybe one day I'll love them, but right now I don't. What is an adventure you would like to have before you die?
I would like to visit almost every national park.
Oh.
So I'm a very big outdoorsy person. Love hiking. My favorite place I've gone so far is the Olympic National Forest in Washington State. Just seeing different stuff is like, I mean, outside of Texas, of course. So I would love to visit almost every national park before I pass.
That's awesome. How many have you been to? So you've been to?
I've been to all of them in Washington State.
Okay.
And then I think that's it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got a lot more to go.
Any before you turn 30.
You know, I'm gonna have to add that to my bucket list. So that's actually a good one. Yeah, I'll have to add that to my bucket list before I turn 30.
I still want to go in a hot air balloon.
Oh yeah.
Somebody, please.
You should go to the ones in Albuquerque.
Yeah, there's the festival there. I don't know if you can like get in them though, or
oh yeah.
I don't know if it's just like I need to look into it. You would think I would have by now. But yeah, get me in a hot air balloon.
One. Yeah.
Even if it's because there are people here in San Angelo that have them too.
Really?
And I'm like, somebody's going to hear this one day.
Let me borrow a hot air balloon.
Call them up.
Do a podcast up there.
Yes. I'll interview you for free.
Yes.
Blue card.
Blue. If you had to lose one of your 5 senses, which sense do you prefer to lose? Maybe smell?
Yeah, that's
I'm like, I don't have to smell everything.
You don't have to smell the dirty diapers. You don't have to smell the trash.
Yeah, I think smell.
Yeah. The smell is mine. It would be so hard to lose your eyesight or your hearing. It's a complete life change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like if you think about like if you lose your touch, then you can't pick up things. So like trying to pick up coffee, that would be a nightmare.
Yes, exactly. Can't touch the dumbbell.
Yeah. Okay, what is your current split?
Current split. So on Mondays I do legs, quad focused. Tuesday and Wednesday is upper body focused, a total just upper body. Because I used to do like Tuesdays chest and shoulders, Wednesdays back and buys. But I feel like once I've started to combine upper body or my upper body days, like total upper body, I started to see more progress that way because I'm hitting muscles more than just once a week. You know what I mean? And then Thursdays is my glutes and hamstrings. Then I rest. And then I dedicate a day to core and cardio too. Cardio, I try to hit at least 3 to 4 times a week, 30 minutes, whether that's running, Stairmaster, incline walk. Yeah, that's what I have right now. I try to incorporate a lot of recovery right now because I feel like when I don't recover well, I feel inflamed, which of course that happens. So
yeah, my split just changed this week. I have had an issue with my leg since December, and they put me in a boot for 4 weeks, and I went back to the orthopedic this week, and we're still not better. And so I am on pretty much total leg rest besides the bike until we get my MRI.
I was going to say, and I still see you doing all things with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's really good.
It's not like detrimental pain, but it's there. And so, and some things like I hurt it more than others, and sometimes it like radiates up my leg. And so the orthopedic was like, no, like he's like, you can wear your shoes. He's like, you can still coach. He's like, you can still ride the bike, but no, like I can't do any lifting or impactful stuff. And so until further notice, my split now looks like, I'm going like back and by Monday, chest and tri, shoulder Tuesday, and then I did not work out today. Today's Wednesday, and so it'll probably stay that way. And then Thursday, Friday will be again back and by and chest and tri. We're just gonna get very jacked on the upper body.
Nice.
Yeah. Green card.
A genie grants you 3 wishes. What do you wish for? Oh, another tough one. My first one would be, oh gosh, this is going to be a tough one.
Would you like me to go?
Yes, you go first.
Okay. I still want a personal chef. Like, please.
Like, that's a good one.
Come cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
Like the funds to be able to do that. You know that thing I was talking about earlier that I'm working on, but I can't say a whole lot. Funding for that. I would love the funding to be able to get this thing started. And then my next one, I I would say I would want a genie to be able to, this just popped in my head. I don't know why, but we're going to go with it. Positive billboards like around. And so like, you know, they have like those digital ones.
Yes.
But just something that like has quotes, like positive
That would be a
quotes
good
while
one.
people are like driving around.
There's this place, or I don't know if it's an actual building, but in San Antonio, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you're like on the loop and it says you're beautiful on one of them. It's so pretty. I love that. So I think that would be really good.
Yeah.
Especially in San Angelo.
Yeah.
I think one of mine, I'm going to steal one of yours, is the funding. I would love to have my own space, obviously. I don't want to always be in my garage gym. So funding to actually have my own like space for my all women's gym. And then my next one would be to be able to travel anywhere without having to really pay, I guess.
Yeah.
And then my last one would be, I know this sounds crazy, but I don't want my son to grow up. I want to stay this little forever. So can he stay this little forever? Would be one of my, yeah. I know that's a crazy one, but I love him being this little. So I don't want to go through the terrible 13s and 18s in high school and all that stuff. But yeah.
Do you think you would get tired of the age too?
Oh yeah, I think I would. Yes. But he's just so cute right now. And I'm like, I know he's not going to always want my hugs. Yeah. I know he's not always going to want to give me kisses. So yeah.
That's a good one. Nobody has said that. All right, let's go. Are you happy with the way that you spend your time?
I feel like I could be better sometimes. That's something I'm working on. Because it's so easy to just sit there on your free time and go through social media and all these things and start comparing yourself. And I feel like I could be better in that area. As far as like when I have free time, I want to do something else that's more productive versus like just sit there and watch whatever or be on social media kind of thing.
I could agree with that. It's crazy how like when you do go to do something, your mind reverts to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, look at it.
I literally just got an app that blocks off like my social media apps, like from this time to this time. So I'm like, and then if I want to take a break, like, okay, I haven't really been on social media, then I'll go and take a break and go look. Other than that, I only give myself 15 minutes on that app.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I would also say that I wish there was more time in the day.
Yes.
I am happy for the most part with how I spend my time, but there's so many to-dos. Just juggling podcast, coaching at 2 places, mom life, wife life. I just need like an extra hour.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
All right, pink card.
What does the gym or fitness mean to you? Everything for my mental health. It means a lot to me. I obviously love to see myself getting stronger and changing my body, my physique. But I feel like mentally it has meant a lot to me because I feel like if I hadn't used the gym as an outlet, I think I would be different. So it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. You're on a podcast about the gym.
Yeah.
It is mental for me. It's been mental for me for a long time. But the gym now is also community.
Yes.
I don't have a whole lot of family. So even like look at the podcast. It's a community, and the fitness community is so large in San Angelo, and there's probably not a chance that I could ever meet every single person that like works out in San Angelo, but to know that like there is like-minded people out there where the gym does mean so much.
Exactly.
Like,
that's a good answer too.
Yeah. All right. Last poll. Do you have a song that reminds you of a memory?
Yes, I do. Like I said, going to Washington State is like one of my favorite places to go. I talk about it all the time to my husband. He's like, oh, He gets tired of me talking about it. But I think it's called Pacific Northwest Highway or something. I forgot the actual title to it. But it just reminds me of being up there with my family and stuff. So yeah.
I tie a lot of my memories to songs.
Me too.
I don't know why this one popped in my head. It is probably one of the dumbest ones that I can ever say. But back whenever I was in 8th grade, I went to a very, very small school.
Me too.
We had like 10 people in our
Where
grade.
did you go to school?
In junior high and my freshman year, I went to Westbrook.
Oh, okay.
And so there were like maybe 100 kids throughout like the entire school. It was
Really?
crazy. But did you ever listen to the McDonald's rap?
No. Maybe I have, but I don't remember.
You should go look it up.
I'm going to have to after.
It's so dumb. But back whenever I was in 8th grade, you know, you have like dumb teenage ideas. Walmart was selling like McDonald's t-shirts.
I remember those.
And so me and my little group of friends wrote the McDonald's rap on the back of these t-shirts. And then we went to McDonald's and like performed it.
Wow.
And I was so
That's
dumb.
so cute,
You would
though.
not catch me doing that now, but
Not here.
yeah. But I don't know why that popped into my head.
That's a good one, though.
I am going to throw that billboard question back at you.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you have an answer?
And you said it's for women who walk by,
Yeah.
right?
So if you had a billboard outside your gym with a message to every woman walking by, what would it say?
I don't know why this answer just came up, but I would put "You're worth it" with like dumbbells and little muscles everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are worth it, you guys.
Yes.
Are you looking to burn all of those calories, you know, with all the good food that we're eating this summer? Be sure to go check out Orange Theory Fitness for a science-backed workout sure to make you sweat. Do you want to get a free sticker? Go by Maximus today to pick up all of your proteins, creatines, and greens, and the pre-workouts. And be sure to tell them at the checkout that you heard this ad on Everything in the Gym podcast and get a free sticker at checkout. I'm going to ask you 4 questions that I ask every single guest. And my first one is, what is your current biggest struggle?
My current biggest struggle is, like I mentioned earlier, being still and slowing down with both like the business part of it and motherhood. Business part of like slow down, like you don't have to have everything figured out today. Like it's not going to happen overnight. Being patient in that aspect, and just being still as far as like motherhood of just, I can sometimes get caught up with everything going on around me that I forget to sometimes like be present. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm not, but I feel like I could do better in that aspect of, you don't have to wash the dishes right now. Like you can go and do something with your little boy, or you don't have to have the whole house clean. Like just be still, enjoy this. Like it's okay. Mm-hmm. So that's something that I'm struggling with, but slowly getting better every day.
You're not alone in that.
Yeah.
Okay, what is something you have done that you're proud of?
I know this sounds crazy, but giving birth is something that I am very proud of, because when I was pregnant, that was my biggest fear of how it would go. So I had major anxiety of like, this could possibly be the worst labor and delivery experience for me, no matter how much I prepped for it. But it went really great for me. So that's something that I'm very proud of, something that I did, because it's hard. I mean, you know. Yeah. So yeah, my whole labor and delivery I went through it, like took it like a champ. So that's something I'm very proud of.
Be proud of that.
Yes.
Okay, if you could give honorable mention to anybody out there, who would it be and why?
Does it have to be just one?
Oh yeah. Just one.
I would say my parents, just because everything that they've done for me, I wouldn't be who I am without them. So yeah, my parents.
Go parents.
Yes.
Okay, my last question for you is, if you could give advice to anybody listening, what is the best advice you have?
My best advice would be to not give up in anything that you're doing, whether if it's a goal that you're chasing or, you know, your mental health or whatever, it gets better. You just got to keep going. Like, life is always going to throw something at you. What matters is that you keep going, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So yes, that would be my advice.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Do you have any last words?
I do not. I have something excited. I'm rebranding right now.
Ooh.
So that's something to kind of look out for.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
On Instagram. I'm very, very active on Instagram. That's where I have the most following. So
What is your Instagram handle? Do you know it?
So my personal one is Biurika.Alvarez, and then my fitness one is Biurika.Alvarez Fitness, which is going to change. So
Can you spell your first name?
yes, it's B as in boy, Iurika.
Yeah.
Or I just go by B too, for those who can't say it, which is
Yeah.
okay. All my family and friends call me B, so.
Yeah. All right, you guys, go find her, especially if you're a woman.
Yes, please.
Also, if you are struggling, please, please, please reach out. You are so worth it, and we are here to help.
Yes.
Special shout out to Maximus Nutrition, CRC Roofing, Orange Theory Fitness, and Training from the Ground Up. You guys know I always give you homework, so please, please, please like and hit that subscribe button. It means more than you know. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Instagram, TikTok, and occasionally on Facebook.
Yeah.
But however, have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.